Hey guys, welcome back to Cruzerman's Inventions. As you can see, I have a few of these washing machine 36 pole washing machine motors, and that's that generator one. So let's go and have a look at what I've been up to, guys. So as you can see, I've just fully stripped out one of them, which I did rewire. This is one of my first ones I rewired with the 1.5 millimeter copper wire. Now this is thicker than the gauge that is stock standard. This is stock standard, and well, you can see the difference, right? So this is about one millimeter, I think, something like that. But this is all aluminium. And anyways, guys, getting back to this, I had this in one of my big bikes, one of my electric bikes. And what I'd done is I'd filed down these parts a bit too much. And when it came to lensing against those magnets, it didn't do a very good job because it was too far away from the magnets. So what I want to do is recreate and rewire a whole nother one, which that's what this one's for. I'm going to pull this one out, take all the wire out, and I'm going to rewire it with this. Now, like I was saying, some of this, I actually ran short on this copper wire in here. There was 25 turns per pole I gave it, and some of them were aluminium at 1.5 millimeter thick. And about 10 of the poles were all aluminium, and I intermixed it in. Now, the wiring diagram I gave this was every 6, wound it around this one, done a jump past 2, wound it around here, and then left the end open. Same with the next one, done a jump past 2, and then left the end open, and then the earth one, jump 2, wound it around 25 times, had it coming out, and then tied the ends off. And that gave me, out of 36 poles, it gave me quite a few little motors at 6 poles per section, all the way around, and I linked them all in. Gave me more amperage at a lower voltage. That was the 24 volt wiring diagram. But what I want to do, guys, is because I'm running 1,000 watts on these, well, this one I'm going to be, I'll just quickly go over to here. This is the controller, guys. It's 1,000 watts at 48 volts, but I've ramped it right up to 72 volts. And the capacitors in here I changed out. Instead of 80 volts capacitors at 470 UF, they're 100 volt ones. So let's just turn this on. This is yet again another washing machine motor I rewired with the wire that actually came out of the washing machine motor, but it was copper, this one. So I've got about eight or so turns, 8.5 turns per pole in this one, and about 5 strands linked in at 1 millimeter per strand. So yeah, anyway, let's wrap this back. We got 75.4, and as you can see just right off the bat, if I gun it, it's actually too much power for it, and that's one of the reasons. But I rewired this one even different. It's I linked more of them in than the 24 volt one. It's 48 volts, this one, but it's still not quite enough. So that was every 3, 6. So every 12 I had linked in and tied off, which, gave me 3 motors in the one with this one. And it was better. It started to come right, as you can see. But this is a lot of power. This is just a lot of power for it. So I'll turn this off for a minute. I want to get back to this. Now, this is a full star configuration, but you wouldn't want to run your controller off this, onto this, because it's just, for one, it's aluminium. See? the AL tells you, and the 192 in per pole tells you, that's aluminium. Yeah, so anyway, getting back to this one, when I took out the 10 poles of aluminium, now when you work it out, guys, if there was 36 poles all the way around here, which at 25 turns per pole gave me 90 turns overall in the 36 poles. But 250 of them were aluminium. So I took that away from the 900 and it left me 650 straight in copper, which equals down to now 18 turns per pole. So that's what I'm looking at now with this, but it'll be all copper, and I'll have it all linked up all the way around, exactly like this, but only with 18 turns per pole, all aluminium in the star configuration, all the way around, and then I'll tie it off at the end. But I want all of these linked in. I want the controller here to really register this as a load, and I still think it'll come up a little bit light, guys, but we're about to see. So each one of these coils is my solder. My solder came on these coils here, so that's 50 turns in each one of these coils. So that's 2 poles. That was 25 turns per pole. So that's how much it will cover. But when you divide it down to 18, it covers 3. Or something like that. I'll have to rework that out, but I think it's something like that. But I'm only just getting there, guys, and this is kind of behind the scenes of what I want to do with this motor. And I actually want to try, now that I got a hand throttle and I rebuilt, I got that controller working again, and I got all of this gear and spare batteries, and I also got a drift trike out there. I don't know. Oh yeah, the sheet's open. So one of the things I want to show you guys is I wanted to take the motor off one of my drift trikes, and it's Venom, this one here. It's a mean little machine. It's 4 horsepower Hemi small block engine, and it's got the seat, it's got all the, as you can see, all the handlebars, everything, all the footrests. And I just think if I took this off, it's running a 3/4 inch axle down here, quite thin, and pillow block bearings, and it's running some good mags on the side here. I don't know if the camera will pick this up, but they're pretty good. So I want to put the washing machine motor on here with the sprocket going down, and the battery packs in here, and maybe even another washing machine motor over here for regen purposes, and rewire that one somewhere in half. Keep it stock standard, but just cut the thing in half in the wires, and have 2 generators in the one, creating, or maybe even 3. I might have to cut it down to 3 from what I know here, and that will give me the 72 volts, but kind of up to 85, because that's where you need it to charge up 72 volts. And then that'll be 3 motors in the generator, basically, like 3 generators in the one motor. So, but yeah, that'll be cutting this one in three parts. So 36 divided by 3. Have you worked it out, guys? Divided by 3. 12. So it's 12 poles linked in, 3 lots of 12 poles. Yeah, pretty cool. Awesome stuff, guys. This is kind of a bit behind the scenes. and just keeping you up to date with what I'm doing. This is going to take me a little while. I want to get this motor going first, see how it runs. I'll do another vid on that, and if it runs really good, I'll do it. I'll do it. And I want your guys' opinions on it. I want you down in the comment section to say if it's a good idea or not. I know that I'll be only yielding about up to 50, maybe even 45 kilometers an hour on the road with it, but that's okay. Check out my little boy. This is my girl's boy here. Little Tiggs. Hello, my boy. Yeah, I miss my girl still. Oh, Richie the cat killer. Whew, ain't finished with him yet. Oh, look at this. It's all this wire. All this wire, guys. That's all the alloy stuff. So anyways, guys, you can see this right now. Cool. Thank yous for watching. Give us a thumbs up, guys. Cool. Cruzerman out.